Let's talk about just listed and just sold postcards, and where do you send them, and how do you get results with them, and what is the best possible strategy to deploy them. For more information, I'm Janine Sasso, and I'm the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent, and I do send a whole lot of postcards as a real estate agent with a huge return on my investments. I learned a lot of lessons along the way, but I'm going to share with you right here. The just listed and just sold postcards is probably one of these highest converting one when it's time for you to get more seller leads. That's right. They are the ones that are responsible for snowballing your listings from one listing to 5 additional opportunities, right? So when I hear them saying, oh, I don't send out, I'm always thinking, don't you like money? So let's talk a little bit about the mentality behind it. So first off, if your marketing is coming soon, go ahead and do a coming soon postcard to drive the traffic to the house and let people know you have inside intel to let neighbors know. Hey, there's something on the inside scoop, right? If you can do it, do it. It is the most amazing postcard that gets engagement. And if you can't do it, go ahead and wait until you can send a just listed postcard. A just listed postcard is the right way for you to have neighbors help you find the right buyer for the house. So the wording for something along the lines of, hey, how do you know the neighborhood better than most other potential buyers to make another that you love to be part of it? And then obviously you do have an under contract that you could, and then the just sold. So the question I was asking, what about the targeting? Who should we be targeting with these help cards? So those are in your own neighborhood. So this is a listing that you are promoting inside your geocentral farm. That's the neighborhood you are farming, then you have a couple on. Option 1 is you start out with the radius around the property because the relevant context is very high. They will likely know the street because they just do that right. And in this one, when I started, I had about 100 houses that I would have on my radius, and that was great. And at my local business school and my budget, I had only one from 100 to 200 houses. So that is a great way for you to start building the model snowball, but also for building when awareness, because of postcards, are not just necessarily, especially in the neighborhood, where all of that awareness, and if you can be placed. Now, if you're just starting out, however, and you might say, you know what, branding was great, but I needed money, you may want to be a little bit more specific on the quality of your postcard. So rather than going by the radius of 100, 200, 300, or like 50, or if you want, for reference, I did 200. And I do have a ton of different homes. So you don't have to do whatever you can do to be consistent with that number and grow from there. Now the second one was a more targeted approach. So one of the things you could do, especially if you're selling out and you don't want to exceed in the budget, is looking for homes that may have been occupied for a prolonged period of time. And I do think these people know the neighborhood really well. I do think these people have friends who they can recommend. You look at owners who have owned in this neighborhood for 25 years, and you only of them, I think you do have also. And they know which one is better, right? No right or wrong destination. It's all a matter of check it out, give it a shot. Maybe you have one. That wonderful one has, but once you start having more than one, maybe instead of having the same people on and sending them 2 destinations in 1 week or in 2 weeks, maybe you want to change up your program to one or the other. Now, if these lessons are not in your neighborhood, could you just send them over to your client with the right people, move them to be made into a partner radio for the listings, and then, for instance, it might be pretty high quality in your marketing. Yeah, concentrated efforts, geographic farm will always lead to better results. So what's better at the end of the day? Talk it out, try it out. These are just some of the ways that you can use just listed and just sold postcards. So yeah, I got this question. I want to, so we answer that and many more things. We have so many resources, and it comes to geographic farm. You can check them all out at www.thehyperlocalagent.com. And I hope this episode was helpful for you to figure out where you want to be just listed or just sold. See you.